sir.
Correct.
Yep.
Butlerbuilt seats.
Yep.
And they are going to fit my wife Sherry for a seat.
Okay.
Going racing.
Going racing.
Going racing.
I'm ready.
First thing we're going to ask you to do is take everything out of your pockets.
I have nothing in before we
All right. So we're going to hop up on the table here.
That doesn't even go wide enough for my butt, so it's good I got her.
All right. So I'm going to ask you your height and weight. 5'6".
about like
So it just gives us like an idea compared to all the measurements that we have here. Is for the guys back at home to kind of give them an overall picture of what the seat's going to look like.
Okay.
So throughout this process, I'm going to ask that you have good seat posture the whole time, straight up like that. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So the first measurement we do is a hip measurement. She's going to be at the base of the seat, so it's going to be at the base of her back side here. You guys can make this little device here. It's pretty simple. If you go to Lowe's and just get 2 big framing squares.
Just square that up yourself?
Yeah, use a couple zip ties, then you can make like your own set of dial calipers, and that gives you a nice tool that'll give you real nice, easy measurements. So then you're gonna take your tape measure here. Your hips are at 16 3/4. That's gonna be step 1. So step 2. I'm gonna ask that you grab your little invisible steering wheel. Okay. We're gonna go 90 degrees up with this arm. If you want to come over here. All right. So this measurement here is a rib height. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tape measure, and right where her arm kind of meets her body right here is where we're gonna come. And that's gonna be how high the rib support's gonna come. So she's right at 17 inches right there is how high her rib support's going to come. So we're going to go right at...
Is that about normal?
Yep, 17. So grab your little invisible steering wheel again.
Okay.
This is going to be where her belt holes will be cut. So put the tape square on the back
across
here.
your shoulder, correct?
Make sure that we're square all the way up. Come across the front. And right where the tape bends, 24 7/8.
That's a very important measurement, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. That's why we ask that you keep a good posture the whole time, because you can see, like, go ahead and just like slouch.
Probably lose like an inch and a half, right?
That's a big difference. So if you're measuring at home and you're slouching on the table without sitting up straight, it's going to make a big difference. You're going to get in the seat, and this thing's going to be nowhere near what you need to be. So we have number 4. So we come out with your arms like that. Perfect. So we're going to take her back width. Just a little deal here. If you have like your little homemade ones, come up behind her like this. Just going to touch her sides here. It's a little tricky to do by yourself. I usually have a buddy tighten it for me. There we go. And then you just tighten this up here. Got it. Come up like
Is that below or above the ribs?
just across. It's going to be her back.
Just
So
across.
when she comes down like that, her muscles here come out. So then you're just going to kind of touch them right here. Give it a little squeeze. Oh, you are good. That's going to be 11.5 across the back. Alrighty. So grab your wheel again. We're going to go 90 up one more time. This is a chest depth measurement.
So is there any factor you guys do, woman versus man? Is there anything you guys figure in? Is there a lady's seat or a man's seat?
No, because we're measuring her body as it is.
As a structure.
Yeah, and the seat's going to be made to her body. So those differences are already accounted for in the measurements.
In the measurements.
I didn't realize that
I knew it was
to
complicated.
get a seat.
So make sure you got your good posture going again. Looking straight ahead. Your head's not up or down. You're looking at the guy in front of you, okay? Kind of come out with this arm here. Perfect. I'm going to take your sight measurement. 30 inches, and that's a pretty standard measurement. Most people
Is it?
are around that same spot.
I'm a standard person.
Well, you're tall for a lady. Seriously, you're 5'8", 5'9". You're
5'6".
All right, we got one more.
One
so,
more.
yep, we're gonna take your arms. You're gonna come down by your sides again for me. Perfect. You're gonna take your little calipers. This is her shoulder width.
Oh, wow.
So this is where the shoulder supports are gonna come to.
so her arms will extend no further than that, correct? With the shoulder supports in.
Yep.
So that's not a whole lot.
Well, you don't want them flying outside the cockpit.
That's right at 18.
Supposed to stay tight in there.
18 and an eighth. And that's it.
And that's it.
That
Let
is
me
her.
get this
That is her
sheet.
custom seat. Then we ask you some other questions as far as the seat build. If you're going to run a 5-point system or a 6-point
How
bar.
that's all determined how it fastens in there.
And it just kind of depends on what kind of racing you're doing.
who are you
and
again?
stuff. My name's Dominic. Yep,
So-
Dominic Bickford.
Hey, thank you,
Yeah,
man.
nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
the
you.
tour.
Yeah, absolutely.